సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. ఫర్ మోర్ అప్డేట్స్ బెల్ ఐకాన్ క్లిక్ చేయండి.
Now we are going to discuss quantum theory of paramagnetism. Quantum theory of paramagnetism. We know that quantum theory, quantum numbers. Already we know that quantum numbers in final year 5A paper, quantum numbers associated with vector atom model. The quantum numbers, spin quantum number, orbital quantum number, angular momentum quantum number. These are all quantum numbers. That's the way quantum theory of paramagnetism. Quantum theory of paramagnetism. What is the quantum theory associated with paramagnetism? Quantum theory. The quantum theory explains classical concepts. The classical concepts means orientations. Orientations means generally we know that only the electron revolves around the nucleus. The electron revolves around the nucleus. All theories are explain this. The electron revolves around the nucleus. But quantum theory, the quantum theory explains classical concepts. The classical concepts means different orientations. One is the orbital orientation, orbital momentum. Another is the angular momentum orientations, and another is the total angular momentum orientations, magnetic momentum orientations. These are all orientations. So the quantum theory explains classical concepts and orientations, electronic orbits with magnetic field. అంటే మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్తో పాటుగా, అంటే అయస్కాంత క్షేత్రంతో పాటుగా దానికి కొన్ని రకాల చలనాలు ఉంటాయి. ఆ చలనాలని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తుంది క్వాంటమ్ థియరీ. ఆ క్వాంటమ్ థియరీ ఆధారంగా మనం పారామాగ్నెటిజంని ఎలా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసుకోవాలి, పారామాగ్నెటిజం యొక్క ససెప్టిబిలిటీని ఏ విధంగా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలనేది మనం చూస్తాము. ఓకే, దెన్ క్వాంటమ్ థియరీ. The quantum theory explains classical concepts and orientations, electronic orbits with magnetic field. So this is the orbit. Generally this is the orbit. Okay, so this is the orbit. This is the orbital. This is the orbit. So this is the orbit quantum number. This is the orbit quantum number here. Yes, orbit quantum number is yes. And another is angular momentum. This is the angular momentum. That means this electron revolves this type. Okay. After the electron revolves around the nucleus, then the orientations are produced here. Angular momentum. So this type of motion produce angular momentum. The angular momentum indicates this line. Okay, this is the orbit motion. This is the angular momentum orientation. So totally middle is the indicates the total angular momentum. That total angular momentum is denoted by J. Angular momentum is denoted by L. This is the orbit motion. So orbit motion due to orbital quantum number. Yes, this is the orbit motion. Angular momentum rises orientations. This is the angular momentum. Total angular momentum orientation. This is the resultant angular momentum. This is the resultant angular momentum. That is the total angular momentum. Suppose here m suffix j is the magnetic quantum number. Here m suffix j is the magnetic quantum number associated with total angular momentum. This is the magnetic quantum number associated with total angular momentum. M suffix j is the magnetic quantum number associated with total angular momentum. So let J is the total angular momentum, includes this total angular momentum includes angular quantum number L and orbit quantum number. This is the spin quantum number. So this is the including with these two. J is including with S and L. So just like as LS coupling, JJ coupling, that means okay, this total angular momentum includes angular quantum number L and spin quantum number. This is the orbit quantum number S. So m suffix j can be written as 2j plus 1. 2j plus 1. Already we know that this is the magnetic quantum number. This magnetic quantum number derived from quantum numbers associated with vector atom models. So magnetic quantum number m suffix j equals to 2j plus 1. The allowed orientation of an atom when placed in magnetic field. Okay, the allowed orientations, an atom when placed in magnetic field. So that magnetic field is H, indicates H. Okay, from this diagram, so this is the some A, this is the B. From diagram, this is the right angle triangle, sin theta equals to opposite side by hypotenuse. Okay, here theta opposite side is the magnet quantum number, that is the m suffix j. So this is the 90 degrees hypotenuse, this is the hypotenuse, that is the j. This value is the j. So sin theta equals to m suffix j upon j. M suffix j equals to j into sin theta. Okay, then similar cos theta equals to adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Cos theta equals to, theta is the adjacent side is the this indicates H. So adjacent side is the H, hypotenuse is the opposite side to 90 degrees, this is the J. So H equals to J cos theta. Here there are two components, J sin theta, J cos theta. These two are components. So the total angular momentum is divided into two components. That is, the one is the J cos theta. This is the horizontal component. J sin theta is the vertical component. Okay, this is the horizontal component, this is the vertical component. This orientation is this type. This is the horizontal component, this is the vertical component. Okay, so horizontal component is h cos theta. Vertical component is j sin theta. Generally, horizontal component is called high magnetic moment of paramagnetic material. Generally, horizontal component is called highly magnetic moment of paramagnetic material. So this is the highly magnetic moment. So here h equals to j cos theta, that equals to horizontal component and also highly magnetic moment paramagnetic material. And vertical component is called magnetic moment. Vertical component is called magnetic moment associated with total angular momentum. So that equals to mj equals to j sin theta. Mj equals to sin theta. So this is the horizontal component, this is the vertical component. Okay, here mj, this is the h, this is the horizontal component, this is the vertical component. So the differences between general conditions and diagram conditions are explained by Landé splitting factor. So the differences between these are general conditions and diagram conditions. The diagram conditions are, this is the horizontal component, this is the vertical component. So the general conditions and diagram conditions are explained by Landé splitting factor, that is denoted by G. Landé splitting factor means vibhajaka gunakam. Landé splitting factor is explains horizontal component is magnetic field, high magnetic field. Vertical component is indicates the magnetic moment. So the differences between these two and diagrams, horizontal component, vertical component, and also horizontal component is the h, vertical component is the m. So the Landé splitting factor explains these two variations. This is the magnetic field, this is the magnetic moment. So paramagnetic material is set up into quantum atom model. Paramagnetic material is set up into quantum atom model. Then the moments S, then the moments L. This is the angular momentum. The momentum J, total angular moment, are divided by splitting factor is called Landé splitting factor. We have to derive the magnetic potential. The magnetic potential according to quantum theory. The magnetic potential is defined as so magnetic potential is defined as the product of magnetic moment due to total angular momentum. So that is the magnetic moment is the product of magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is the m suffix j due to the total angular momentum. This is produced by total angular momentum. So m suffix j is the magnetic moment due to total angular momentum. Okay, comma, and the general magnetic moment is the mu suffix b. Generally magnetic moment is defined as mu suffix b. దాన్ని సాధారణ అయస్కాంత భ్రామకం అంటారు. And magnetic moment, highly magnetic moment field, and Landé splitting factor in opposite direction. the general magnetic momentum to highly magnetic moment field is the H. The Landau splitting factor is the G in opposite direction. In opposite direction. First of all, what is the definition? Definition is the, according to quantum theory, the magnetic potential is defined as the product of magnetic moment due to total angular momentum, that is the m suffix g, comma, the general magnetic moment is the mu suffix b, comma, to highly magnetic moment field is the H. Landau splitting factor is the G in opposite direction, that is the minus. So here magnetic potential is the minus m suffix j mu suffix b H G. Here mj is the magnetic moment due to total angular momentum, mu suffix b is the general magnetic momentum, H is the highly magnetic moment, that is the field, G is the Landau splitting factor. Magnetic moment, Maxwell's Boltzmann explains the total magnetic moment is directly proportional to magnetic potential. That means magnetic moment is directly proportional to magnetic potential. So the total magnetic moment M is directly proportional to magnetic potential. What is the magnetic potential? Magnetic potential is the minus m suffix j mu suffix b H small g. This is the magnetic potential. So here this is the proportional. So m is equals to minus m suffix j mu suffix b H and small g upon kt. Here kt is the constant, k is the Boltzmann constant, t is the absolute temperature. This is the total magnetic moment. Now we have to find the intensity of magnetic field. Intensity of magnetic field it is denoted by I. So intensity of magnetic field I is the number of atoms are gained magnetic moment. The number of atoms, this is the one number of atom magnetic moment. Second atom of magnetic moment is the 2 into this, third is the 3 into this. So n number of atoms gain the magnetic moment, that is called intensity. So number of atoms are gained magnetic moment, that quantity is called as intensity of magnetic field. So intensity of magnetic field I is the n number of atoms are gained magnetic moment. So that is the minus mj mu suffix b Hg upon kt. So intensity of magnetic field is the minus n m suffix j mu suffix b Hg upon kt. This is the intensity of magnetic field. This is the magnetic moment. N number of atoms magnetic moment is called as intensity of magnetic field. So here intensity of magnetic field is the minus n m suffix j mu suffix b H g k upon kt. Okay, now totally finally we have to find the paramagnetic susceptibility. Paramagnetic susceptibility is denoted by psi. So psi is the ratio between intensity of magnetic field and high magnetic field. Intensity of magnetic field, the ratio is the upon the paramagnetic susceptibility is defined as the ratio is the upon of intensity of magnetic field is the I upon high magnetic field is the H. So the psi is defined as the paramagnetic susceptibility is defined as the ratio of intensity and high magnetic field. So already we know that the magnetic intensity of magnetic field is the minus n number of atoms into magnetic moment mj mu suffix b h g kt upon h. So this is the psi. So the total psi equals to minus n m suffix j mu suffix b h. So here h is the cancel, the g upon kt. Here n is the n number of atoms, mj is the total magnetic moment associated with total angular momentum, mu suffix b is the general magnetic moment, g is the splitting factor, k is the Boltzmann constant, T is the absolute temperature, n is the n number of atoms, mj is the magnetic moment associated with total angular momentum, mu suffix b is the general magnetic moment, g is the splitting factor, k is the Boltzmann constant, T is the absolute temperature. Finally, according to quantum theory, the paramagnetic susceptibility is psi is inversely proportional to absolute temperature. Inversely proportional to absolute temperature, directly proportional to magnetic moment associated with the total angular momentum, general magnetic moment, splitting factor. Finally, this is the paramagnetic susceptibility, equation of the paramagnetic susceptibility. This is the quantum theory of paramagnetism. This is the susceptibility of paramagnetic substance.